Okay, thank you for joining me for a 90-minute yoga class. We're going to start with a few rounds of sun salutes to warm up the body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures, and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your side. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. We're going to start with 2 rounds of half sun salutes, which are really wonderful options if you have like a wrist, elbow, or shoulder injury. After that, we'll hop into 3 full sun salutes, but if the half salutes are speaking to you, keep doing this. Okay. My mat is crooked, and if you know me, or if you are also a little type A, you know that a crooked mat is no good. So you gotta have to even out my mat. Okay. Now I'm ready to practice. Bring your hands together at heart center. Have a wonderful class, friends. Begin as you inhale. Lift your arms up overhead. Look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose. Bend your knees, fold hands to floor. Relax your head. Inhale through your nose. Look forward and lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. This is a half sun salute. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale through your nose. Chin away from your chest. Arms with your ears. Root to rise. Lift up. Look up. Exhale, hands down. Let's do another one of those. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. You can have your hands on thighs, shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Relax your head. Inhale, chin away from your chest. Arms with your ears, hands together. Lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. You can continue with the half sun salutes or join me for 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, connect to the breath. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, shoulder width distance. Step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down to the floor. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or Up Dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for Down Dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If Down Dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold, relax your head. Inhale, look forward, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop. You're welcome to skip the chaturanga and go straight into a down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, hug your elbows in, squeeze your butt, and imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor, hover just above the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, make your arms long, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb so that if you're in down dog, you're not putting all of your weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with yours, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, make it feel good. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your up dog or cobra. Exhale, your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels aren't touching the floor, take a little bit of a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, heels down, hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, root to rise, lift up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space, feet together, toes, heels touching nicely for 2 full sets of pranayama standing, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. all the time against the back of your throat. Your nose and your mouth are just a passageway. Breathe as much as possible, as long as possible, as slow as possible. Don't forget to have fun. Feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward. Keep exhaling. Elbows touch. Inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, touching to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, use your chin to push your knuckles down. Palms face the floor, keep your fingers interlaced up to the webbing. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back, head resist just a little bit. Squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, and elbows together. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, root down through your heels, lift your quads, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, head up, squeeze the inner thighs together, contract the quadricep muscle, gluteal muscles, weight stays in your heels. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, keep your core tight, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, keep the elbows lifted. You bring the arms out to the side, up to the ceiling, chin comes down, you look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, just your head drops back. No backward bending, keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time, eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So through the breathing exercise, you're learning to expand your lung capacity as you open your rib cage wide. Exhale, head up. You're learning to synchronize your breath and your body. Look back, arms forward. Keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. You're learning to breathe a little slower, a little longer, a little deeper, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Pranayama breathing exercises aren't just about lung capacity. They're also about breath control, learning to control the breath, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. If at any point in class your practice gets a little away from you or your mind starts to wander, exhale, head up. Return your thoughts to your breath. Take your time. Slowly exhale. Reach your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, I'll do a few with you. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale. elbows touch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down. We'll continue Artematsundrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight white knuckle grip. Bring the weight into your heels, hips forward, arms back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling, just waking up the body at the beginning of class. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, bring your head and arms back 1 or 2 more inches, like you could lean your whole body against a wall behind you, stomach in, eyes open, focus forward. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day on a cold winter morning. Take your time, listen to your body. There's nowhere you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself, to me, to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. That's a gift that you have given yourself and no one can take it away from you. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back. Keep your biceps with your ears. Push your left hip a little forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Option to stay here or get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Press your heels down, pull your abdomen in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend your body to the left without bending elbows, without bending knees. Continuously push your hips to the right beyond your flexibility, stretching the right side body, toning the left side body, don't collapse. Throughout class, it can be tempting to rush into postures or to wait till the last moment to get into them. Part of the process of a moving meditation is you're simply learning how to be on time. So you want to move slowly through class, slowly through the postures, working slowly through tightness in the body, but you're also not waiting until you hear change to go into the posture, right? Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back, left arm with left ear, right arm with right ear. Right hip a little forward, left shoulder a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the sequence. I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath. Full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back. You can give your head a little shake. Look for the floor behind you. Once you have that big pocket of air in your lungs, you're going to skim off of that. It's called 80-20 breathing. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So the idea is you have air in your lungs, and then you do little sips of air in and out through the nose, because you'll notice you can't do deep belly breaths in this posture, right? Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. Keep your chest lifted, hands together, wrists straight. Bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, engage your abdominal wall, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head, go for a walk. Whew. Move your hips, shake your head. My hamstrings are tight this morning. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up.
Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Roll forward a little bit more into your big toes. Gently lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Press your knees back. Stretch your spine down. Breathe. And change. Chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, hands together. Knees can bend as you lift up. Float your arms down and you stand a little taller, right? That's the whole goal, just standing tall. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross your thumbs, press your heels down, squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, pull your abdomen in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left, breathe. Use what you learned in the first set to inform your second set. So if in the first set you were having trouble breathing or something didn't feel quite right, go a little slower and focus more on form and breath. If in the first set when you heard change, you were like, wait a second, I could have gotten deeper, push your hips further to the left here, stretch your upper body to the right, maybe go a little bit deeper in the second set. Move your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, come down, push, chin up, come down, push, weight in the heels, come down, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, abdomen in, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. In and out through your nose. Think about breathing into your right lung. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room. Press your left heel into the floor. Press your right heel into the floor. Push your hips to the right. Stretch your upper body to the left. Right hip a little forward. Left shoulder a little forward. Come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up. Second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Whole spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, whole front of the body stretching your hips, your abdomen, your ribs, your armpits, your throat. Keep the weight in your heels, legs locked, arms long. Arms and legs are an extension of your spine. Press stomach, thighs, hips forward. Keep your chest lifted, squeeze your palms together, and bring your arms back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tighter, tender. There's no right or wrong, just checking in. You're also starting to check in with where your mind is, right? Is it easy to focus right now, or is the mind starting to wander? Neither is good or bad. We're just starting to observe what's going on in body, mind, and spirit. Utkatasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from behind. Concentrate and meditate. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Keep stomach on thighs, chest on knees, face to the shins, below the knees. Can you wrap your elbows back behind you? Try to touch your elbows together behind you. Roll the weight into your toes. Lift your hips up. Push your knees back. Try to lock your knees. Lock your knees. Lock your knees. Change. Come on up, squeeze hands together, come out of the posture with a flat back, just like you went in. Good. Arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance. Insides of your feet perfectly parallel, like 11s. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, fingers in line with your collarbones. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. Move your hips back a little bit more, weight in the heels. Now lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Change. Come on up, keep your arms there. Press your hips forward, spread your toes wide. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Lift your heels up. Stretch the crown of your head up. Bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Really engage your lower abdominal wall. Think about temporarily eliminating any curvature in your spine as you sit down. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Last part, come on up, still breathing. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down.
Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down. You can also put your hands on the floor and help yourself in. Squeeze your knees together and forward, beautiful. Thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight. From the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, squeeze the thighs together as you lift up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. So we'll try to find a moment of stillness and breath between every set of every posture. Second set, awkward. Step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Weight in the heels, can you pick your toes off the floor? Keep your neck long, suck your stomach in and lift your upper body off your lower body. Your arms are your counterbalance, reach your arms forward, move your hips back, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there, press your hips forward, lift your heels. Concentrate, meditate, levitate, stretch up as tall as you can, bend your knees, sit down, keep your triceps tight, shoulders soft. Press your heels a little higher, shins forward, knees higher, sit down into a chair, don't sit below a chair. Change, come on up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Like an elevator ride, as you get to the ground floor, you slow down even more. Stop when there's still a gap between your hips and your heels. Pull your abdomen in, stretch your spine up, keep your fingertips active. And change, slowly come up like you're sliding your back up a wall. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms and shoulders down. Next is eagle pose, Garudasana. Look at your arms, identify which arm is right, which arm is left. Don't mix them up. Keep in mind, I'm not mirroring you. We're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm, right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the elbows again if you can at your wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face. You can have hands in prayer. You can interlace fingers, you can grab a thumb, or you can grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug, elbows down. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Just like the first part of chair pose, keep your hips low into a chair, lean back, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes, breathe in and out through your nose. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes. Bring the weight back into your heel, sit down a little bit more, pull your elbows down, stomach in, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, inhale, arms up, we'll do the left side. Exhale, swing left arm, under right arm, left arm, under right arm, cross first at the elbows again if you can at your wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair, stay down there, lean back and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist, squeeze, breathe, in and out to your nose. On this side, knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, weight in your heel. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankles, weight in the heel. Pull your elbows down, sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Change, feet together, inhale, arms up. We're gonna go right into second set. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, bicep, under tricep. Pull your elbows down, one day fingers go below the nose. Bend your knees, sit back and down, stay down there. Lift your chest and bring your right leg over your left leg. If you can wrap your right foot behind your left calf, try to eliminate the gap between your right ankle and left calf muscle. Reconnect to your breath. Swing your knees a little to the right, upper body to the left. You want your hands a couple of inches away from your face. Your hands aren't like all the way forward, right? Thumbs towards the chin. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down more, weight back in your heel, lift your chin and chest. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Bring your left arm, zoom, under your right arm. That's a technical term, zoom. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, zoom, lean back and bring your left leg, zoom, over your right leg. Cross twist, squeeze, breathe. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Now bring right knee to right, left knee to left. Right elbow to right, left elbow to left. Press the palms together, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, upper body back. Change, feet together, arms up. Float your arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Lovely to be here with you. Amanda, yesterday I was like, I miss Amanda, and now you're here. That's great. That always makes me happy when I think of someone and then I get to see them. So thank you all for being here today. Standing head to knee, Dandavana Janu Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in. Option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken, you have no knee. Option to stay here if you know your left leg is locked and you have a grip on your foot. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an upside down L like Linda. Lock your arms, puff up your chest, keep your abdominal wall engaged, and start to bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, bring your chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, take your time as you reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg so your big toe points forward. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without sinking back into your heel and also without grabbing the floor with your toes. You want to root down through all 4 corners of your right foot. Keep your big toe down. Lift your left leg up. Flex your toes back. Keep all 5 toes flexed back, core tight. Option to stay here or start to round down and eventually pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs under your foot, like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Suck your stomach in, lock your standing leg, relax your face, inhale, breathing slowly, gently lift your left leg up. So you want to go slow through this posture. Press your heel forward, move your hips forward, flex your toes back. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so that your knee is over your ankle. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, maybe even a cramp on the top of your thighs, your hip flexor engages, then bend your elbows in and down. Notice if the elbows are coming out and the shoulders are tensing up. Hug the elbows in, roll the shoulders back and down, come down a little bit lower so one day elbows go below the calf muscles. Change, arms straight, bend the left leg, left foot down. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or a knee bend. Second set. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, so quadricep muscle tight. Pull your abdomen in, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Call it playing yoga. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your exactly forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe at your deepest point. Whenever you're ready, slowly bring your head up, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Good stuff, nice. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, contract inner thigh, outer thigh. Lift your kneecap, use your side seat, use gluteus maximus and minimus. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot. Can you keep your right big toe on the floor the whole time? When you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. The elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. When you're ready, bring your head up, arms straight, bend the left leg, left foot down. Good stuff. Okay, that was a forward curl, a compression posture. We squeeze the abdominal wall. Next, we're going to do a big back bend, shoulder and chest opener, standing bow pulling pose, Dhanarasana, Dhanarasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yeah, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, right hip forward and down, knees together to start. This is already a good place to be. You're working on balance, strength, flexibility. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin and shoulder, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. First, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted. As you're ready, start to come down parallel to the floor. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. Let your right shoulder disappear behind your left shoulder. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade, scapula, stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder, almost to the end. Body down more. Leg up more, charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, kick, 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 change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. So the first set of this is a full minute. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger, bring your right arm up and back with your ear, left hip forward, knees together. So you want to start with your hips in line. Lift your right kneecap. Point your left toes, lift your chin and chest, take a breath, stretch up. Option to stay here or kick into your hand. Simultaneously, charge your body forward. Use your hamstring and glute of the kicking leg to kick back and up. Push your right fingertips forward. Push your left foot into your left hand. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. So the more you engage your left glute, left hamstring, the more you can kick up towards the ceiling, one day into the standing splits. Notice if your left hip is way higher than the right hip, you want to drop your left hip down a little bit to get your 2 hips in line. And if you, like me, fall out, you just take a breath and hop back in, right? So you're always hopping back into the posture. Every time you fall out, you just hop back in one more time. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Slowly bring the body down and leg up. So one day left foot stacks on top of the right foot, 2 hips in line. Let the left shoulder relax back, 2 shoulders in line. Bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick all the way up to the ceiling. Change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Second set, half the time, twice the fun. Bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, bring your left arm up and back, right hip forward, knees together, lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose, reconnect to your breath. Notice what it feels like to be bending your spine, balancing on one leg as you breathe. Bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick and kick and kick. Change, kick up. Great. Last one. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, thumb with your index finger, right arm up, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. If you always fall out of this posture, go a little slower, do a little less. If you always stay in the posture, come down a little bit more, kick a little harder, try something new. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick all the way up to the ceiling. Change slowly, press yourself up. Wonderful. Come to the back of your mat, Utkatasana balancing stick. This next posture is only 10-ish yoga seconds. Make up your mind to use 100% of your strength in half a second. If you're late, it's over. Feet together, inhale, arms up. Palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Please don't lose the grip. So wrists are straight the whole time, arms with your ears, lean back, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight into your right foot, stretch, squeeze your butt, suck your stomach in, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, big stretch up, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, touch your arms to your ears and come down. Charge your body forward, try to touch the wall in front of you, shoulder blades, scapula stretching away from the body, bring your chest down, chin forward, keep your neck long, lift your leg up, leg up, leg up. Change, right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down. If you have the balance, try to come out of the posture with as much control as you go into the posture, right? So you're engaging your muscle groups on the way in and the way out. Second set, feet together, arms up. That's something I'm working on. Palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, stomach in, stretch up. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. Every muscle in the body contracting, but the face stays relaxed. Drop your left hip down. Spiral your inner left thigh up, sole of the left foot flat to the ceiling, stretch forward, stretch back, change slowly, left foot down, right foot back, lean back as if there's a board strapped to your back, stretch up, step your left foot forward, puff up your chest, lock both legs, stretch and tilt. Think like a human tug of war and you're the rope, you're stretching forward, stretching back, decompressing the spine, stretching through the chest and shoulders where a lot of us hold tension, stretch, 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 change slowly, right foot down, left foot back, float your arms down. And after that, you can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will face you standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikatapada, Pashimotonasana. Water is delicious. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, be generous with yourself. Arms down parallel to the floor, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward, flat back. Lots of options. If your knees are bending, start with your hands on the floor in front of you, walk your hands forward, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees. You can also grab the outsides of your feet or even your heels from behind. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. So wherever you are, roll forward like a wheel, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees. First the leg stretching, then the hip stretching, lower spine, full body stretching, 360-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. If your head's not yet touching the floor, try taking a little bit of a bigger step. Everybody roll forward one more time. Pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Change, lock your legs, lift your chest, slowly come up with a flat back, straight spine. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. If your forehead easily touched the floor in the first set, take a little bit of a smaller step so your hamstrings and spine can stretch more. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor, play around with your step. A bigger step might make it easier to touch your head to the floor, but there is such a thing as too big of a step, right? So you never want to lose control of the legs. You want to feel the stretch on the backs of your legs rather than your inner thighs. So keep that in mind. Second set, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, arms down parallel to the floor, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and go down. Stick your butt up like it's Saturday night, not Saturday morning. Live from BC, it's Saturday morning. Grab your heels from behind, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. So again, if your knees are bending, put your hands on the floor, walk your hands forward as much as you want, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your knees. Contract the quadricep muscles. For my hyperflexible folks, it's not that you're hyperextending the knees. Think less about pushing the knees back and more about lifting the kneecaps up. So when the quadricep muscles engage, the hamstrings can stretch, right? When the front of our bodies are engaged, then the backs of the body stretch. We're bipeds, that's how we walk. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes. Press your big toes down, press your knuckles down. Pull and stretch and breathe. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Change, slowly come up. Lift from the lower ribs as you come up. Step your right foot back, arms up, arms down. Good for you. Triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice generous step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees. Sit down low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually, elbow in front of the knee. Aim your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. If your right thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, like me, rather than coming all the way down, try to get a nice 45-degree angle, a diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. So you're not collapsing down, but you're also not staying all the way lifted, right? You want to tilt so that you're using your right side body, right obliques to stay lifted, glutes tight. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, look up, stretch up, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left knee and lunge. Look down. If you can't see your big toe, it probably means that your knee is going way beyond your ankle. Take a bigger step. You want your knee over your ankle, shin perpendicular to the floor. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So there's a little bit of a sacred geometry going on in our body, right? Shin perpendicular, one day left thigh bicep parallel, body at a diagonal 45-degree angle. Look up, stretch up, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. If that helps you visualize it, right? Just for me, not for everyone. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now roll the rib cage back, turn and twist. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. So lift your right kneecap, lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even your pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg. Left toes in, right foot back to the place, arms up, arms down. Can you hold still for one holy sacred breath? This is the gift of a yoga practice, right? A little bit of Jedi mind tricks, learning how to control the mind rather than having the mind control you. So even with an elevated heart rate, even in the middle of embodied movement, right, of a moving meditation, we're able to be still. Second set triangle, inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, nice big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Even in the setup, reach your arms apart and imagine you're squeezing your heels together. Turn your right foot out. Bend your right knee, lunge, sit down low, lean back, open your chest, and move your arms at the same time. So if you feel like your feet are sliding apart or your left toes start to turn out or the left knee starts to bend, lock your left leg, root down through the outside edge of your left foot. And again, imagine you're squeezing your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Look up and stretch up. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, chest open, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, move your arms, straighten your leg. Right toes in, left toes out. I'm gonna do this one from the side. Two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left knee, lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, you want your knee directly over your ankle, so the hips are opening. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Also notice if you're sticking your butt out and folding forward, you want to press your hips forward, lean your upper body back, look up and stretch up. So you could press your whole body against a wall in front of you, and at the same time, lean your whole body against a wall behind you. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Reach your right arm up, big stretch up, stretch your left arm down, open your chest, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, arms down. For my fellow 90s kids, there was a like a game in the 90s called, I think, Bop It. And if you remember, it was like a toy and you could be like, squeeze it, twist it, bop it, right? And that's kind of what we're doing in this part of the yoga class. In stretching pose, we stretched the spine and abdominal wall. In triangle pose, we twisted the spine and abdominal wall. And now in standing head to knee pose, we're going to round the spine and squeeze into the abdominal wall. So this is the squeeze it portion of class. Standing separate leg head to knee, Dandayamana Bikaptapada Janu Sharasana. Inhale, arms up, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, a big step. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room or the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in. Push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. You can even turn your toes in more acutely. Inhale, stretch up.
Exhale, stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest, squeeze it, round your spine, go down. Tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, round your spine, squeeze your abdominal wall, touch your forehead and knee together. Keep your back, left leg straight, left heel on the floor, left quad engaged. You are welcome to bend your front right leg. If it helps you bring your forehead and knee closer together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. When you're ready, shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, squeeze your right butt cheek, push your right hip forward, 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 until you feel your inner thighs squeeze together, hips and armpits all facing forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, chin to chest, stomach in, go down, round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Chin to chest, stomach in. Again, you can bend your front leg. You can always take a bigger or smaller step. You can turn your back toes in more. You can really push the floor away from you. Touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, stomach in, breathing normal. For balance and hip alignment, shift your weight forward into your left front foot. Lift your left hip up, press your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. So both sides of your back round equally the same. Push your forehead into your knee. Lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, walk your hands back together in prayer, and change. Slowly uncurl. Press the right hip forward, right shoulder forward, head up last, full stop at the top. Shift your weight to your heels, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, face forward, step your right foot back, float your arms down, stand tall. Second set, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, at least 36 inches, maybe closer to 50 inches. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, right rib cage back, press your palms together, pinky fingers touch, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your front foot all the way down. Maybe in the second set, you keep your hands together the whole time. Maybe not, right? Just a question, not an indictment. Tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your forehead and knee together. So I'll go through the Ayurvedic benefits of this posture. Touching forehead to knee stimulates pineal gland or third eye chakra. Chin to chest stimulates thyroid, parathyroid gland or throat chakra. Pulling the abdomen in squeezes, compresses, massages the internal organs. And this posture is sometimes called a marriage of the pancreas and kidney. There's an idea that when you pull your abdomen in this much, you start to squeeze into the pancreas on the deepest level of the abdominal wall as you round and stretch your kidneys on your lower middle back. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Push your right foot into the floor as you lift up, head up last. Pick up your toes, pivot. I'm going to face you for the last one. So tricks to balance. Heels are in line, but they're not crisscross, right? That'll make it hard to balance. Also, when you go down, you're going to transfer your weight into your front foot. Let's try it. Stretch up, chin to chest, go down. So you're starting to bring the weight into your front foot, but the back foot stays on the floor. Chin to chest, stomach in. Bend your left leg if you want. Touch your forehead and knee together. Stretch your fingertips beyond your big and second toe. Bring your weight into your front foot, left hip up, right hip forward, pull the abdomen in. So when we even out the hips, we also can equally stretch the kidneys. So we're not like crunching into one kidney and overstretching the other, right? Pull the abdomen in, tuck the chin to the chest. Again, in Ayurvedic medicine, there's this idea that we want to massage our internal organs the same way that you would want to massage like your muscles, right? And this helps to keep everything squeaky clean in the body. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your head up your thigh, your chest, head up last. So nice, that's lovely. When you're ready, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for the hip opening series. We will start with our version of tree pose, which is sometimes called standing half lotus. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Hold onto your foot from underneath the foot with one or both hands. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape, never forcing your body. You can bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Elbows down, spine straight,
Breathe through your nose. Change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right foot. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your left leg up. Maybe at first ankle is on top of the shin, the knee, the thigh, eventually heel to groin. You're welcome to hold on to your left knee. And one day you can let the left knee drop. One day from the side, 2 knees in line. You can bring your left hand or right hand up. And what I mean by 2 knees in line from the side is eventually the hips and knees open so much that the knee comes back and the 2 knees are in line. However, you're not sticking your butt out or folding forward, right? You want to press the hips forward, lift the chest up. Think about temporarily eliminating any curvature in your spine. Change, left leg down. You are welcome to do a second set of tree pose. You can also try another fun posture called toe stand, Utkatasana. It is my favorite posture to fall out of. Look towards the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, heel to costume, let your right knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here or start to fold forward, hands to floor. Option to stay here, it feels so good, or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your left heel, bend your left knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, lift your chest up. Bring your left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a 1/2 inch off your heel. When you're ready, place your hands on the floor in front of you. Option to come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Beautiful. Change, right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. My foot tends to fall on this side, so I hold on to my foot, but you can have your hands in prayer. Look towards the floor, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go, fold forward. Try something new. Hands to floor, lean forward. Lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, elbows down, spine straight. Come a 1/2 inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you, looking good. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together, toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station, let it fill you up. When your limbs are close together like this, your body doesn't have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and oxygen through the body. It's a truly restorative posture. So there's that quote. I want to say it's from Einstein, but I don't actually know, but there's the quote of like, it's madness to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. But anyone who practices yoga will tell you that that is simply not true, right? Because we practice the same thing over and over again and often have very different experiences from class to class, breath to breath, posture to posture, right, or day to day. So just keep that in mind. Growing up, there was a period in which my mom did a lot of triathlons, and a beginner-friendly triathlon, which some of you may be familiar with for women, is called the Danskin Triathlon. And there was this big poster in my house that said, you know, when was the last time that you did something for the first time? And it would like literally hang over me, right? And what I've realized as a person is I believe in ritual. I like doing the same yoga sequence every day. It's deeply spiritual for me. It's grounding and it's a great control group, right? When everything else in the world is changing, I have this yoga practice to come to. But the other thing that I would argue is, you know, from an outside perspective, it might look like they're doing the same thing every day, but you and I both know we're doing different things within the sequence every single time. Right? Maybe trying something a little bit new, easing up somewhere, taking a break when we don't normally, doing the posture that we usually skip, right? Every day is a little bit different. Every class is a little bit different. The same way that you'll never walk into the same room twice, you will never take this exact same yoga class again. So I encourage you, especially in the second part of class, to really just enjoy who you are in this moment.
not who you were in your last class, not who you want to be, in your next class. Just enjoy who you are right now. Meet yourself in time and space and breath. The floor series begins with Pavana Muktasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in, look down the center line of your body, draw your knee towards your armpit to open the hip capsule. Change, right leg down, lift your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder, avoid your rib cage. Look down the center line of your body, keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back towards your face to anchor the calf down. You want to keep your right shoulder down, right spine down, right glute, right leg on the floor. Change, left leg down. Both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Good for you. If you can't grab your elbows, grab your elbows. If you still can't grab your elbows, at least you tried. From here, you can interlace your fingers, grab your wrists or forearms. You can also place your hands on your shins and knees, squeeze your knees together and down. One thing that I like about this sequence is there's different degrees of every posture. There's different phases of every posture, which means that there's room at the table for everyone. Everybody can do a little bit. Everybody can breathe. In and out through your nose. Squeeze, hold, breathe, change. Arms down, eyes open. I teach like a little 20-minute yoga class to my church on Tuesdays, and someone who comes in, can't do everything even in that sequence, but she'll often tell me after class, like, well, I couldn't do that part, but I still breathed through my nose. And I want to say, like, you are the number one yogi, right? As long as you're focusing on what you can do rather than what you can't do, as long as you're focusing on your breath and yoga, you're limitless, you're boundless, right? Everything is in place. Second set, breathing. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. You're purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen, massaging the ascending colon. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, massaging descending colon. This posture is good for digestion, good for grip strength, good for opening the hips. You're also getting a stretch to the ocular nerve. Actively look down the center line of your body as far as you can without lifting your head. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another hug. And in the second set, if it's easy to grab your elbows, palm your elbows, right? You can always get more compact. Squeeze your knees together and down, massaging the transverse colon. Again, posture is good for digestion, but it's also a great way to lengthen out your spine. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Puff your chest up a little bit. Let your belly button be heavy like lead. Squeeze your knees together. Push your shins into your forearms to roll your hips down onto the floor. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today, skip the sit-up, especially the first sit-up. Roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, lovely. Turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bujungasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling like grasshopper wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. It's a menagerie. Toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Beautiful. So nice. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Hug your arms into your sides. You want to feel your arms touching your ribs. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch your elbows towards your hip bones. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs. So your feet point back, your hands point forward, press your hands into the floor, keep your neck long. Now lift your chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up, and change slowly with control lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open, breathe. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up, little fingers in line with your deltoids. Zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor. Imagine you have tickets to Justin Bieber in between your heels. And if you drop the tickets, you have to go to the concert, right? Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your hands flat into the floor, lift your chest. Imagine there's a number 2 pencil in between your shoulder blades and you want to squeeze it together. So in this posture, we're opening through the heart space, the chest, we're stretching the fascia on the chest, keep the shoulders down. We're also strengthening the whole back of the body, all of the muscles that surround the spine, as well as the glutes, hamstrings, and calves and quads. Lock your legs, press your hands down, lift your chest up. Change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. Looking left and right is a great gentle stretch to the neck and shoulder, but it can be a little intense. So if looking left and right does not feel good for your body, you can bend one arm or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, cactusing the arms like goalposts, and that will take pressure off of the neck and shoulder. Otherwise, you have your arms down with your palms facing up, which is an inverse opening to the shoulders. Locust, Shalabhasana, everybody's favorite. Bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms so that your palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90 at least. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe back, squeeze your right butt cheek, lock your right leg, lift your leg up, change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Gracie's like doing yoga with us. It's so fun. Spread your fingers wide, press your shoulders down, keep your triceps tight. Stretch your big toe back, lift your left leg all the way up to the ceiling, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. Yes, Amanda, come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, push your hands back, roll forward, knees, feet together. You can do it. Lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down, take your arms out, look to the right, left ear on your mat. Sometimes people ask if I have like favorite yoga students, and my answer is always, I don't have favorite yoga students, but for each of you, I have postures that are my favorite to watch you in. So I've always loved watching Amanda in locust pose, but for all of you, you have multiple postures that like I'm learning from you, you inspire me. So thank you for showing up and being your authentic selves, each of you. But Amanda, I always enjoy sneaking a peek of you in this posture because it's so good. Second set, bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side or bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Can you spread your fingers a little bit wider in the second set? Root down through your knuckles rather than your wrists. Lock your right leg, stretch back, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Right leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken, you have no knee, right hip facing the floor, sole of the right foot flat to the ceiling, lift your leg up, change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, lift your left leg up. If you have trouble keeping your hips in line in the balancing series, this is an opportunity to feel your hips in line, even with one leg off the floor, without having to balance. So left hip down, left leg up. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in so your neck is long. Bring your arms a little closer, elbows invisible underneath the torso, triceps tight, shoulders down, mouth down. Make up your mind, zip up your legs, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. This posture teaches a little bit of tenacity and grip. Press your hands forward, roll forward, shoulders down, mouth down, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, lift your legs up, legs up, legs up. Change, lower down, take your arms out. So nice, look to the left. To the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Let that posture go, breathe. Pranayama, full locust. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a jumbo jet taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. The sequence of this yoga is really smart, right? In the cobra pose, we lifted the chest. In locust, we lifted the legs, and now in full locust, we're lifting chest and legs at once. So we're using our own body weight to strengthen all of the muscles that surround the spine. Keep your neck long, shoulders soft. Reach your arms apart, knees, feet together, lock your legs. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right, left ear on your mat, breathe. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, squeeze your buns, point your toes, look up and fly, everything lifting off the floor. Keep your hips down, but can you lift one more rib off the floor? Can you lift your thighs off the floor? Can you get your arms a little higher than the top of your head? Arms at a 45-degree angle. So the palms aren't facing all the way forward or down. It's a subtle opening to the chest and shoulders. Stretch your arms apart, keep your neck long, legs lock, thighs up, chin up, chest up, arms back, come up a little higher at the end. Change, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat, let that one go. In cobra, we lifted the chest. In locust, we lifted the legs. In full locust, we lift chest and legs. In Dhanarasana Floor Bow, we will connect the hands and feet for our deepest back bend so far. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Can also grab 1 foot at a time. Can also cat, cow, and tabletop. So lots of options to get this back bend. Bring your knees, feet close together. Squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up towards the ceiling and start to kick into your hands. Beautiful. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Look at that, Margaret. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, keep your neck long, kick, 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 change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with the index fingers, or other foot, other arm, or cat-cow. Knees, feet together, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up and kick into your hands. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back and you're kicking up. If this posture hurts your knees, think about kicking up more than you're kicking back, really using your glutes and hamstrings to kick. Notice if your wrists are bending, bring the insides of your wrists closer together, wrists straight, try to get your thighs and upper ribs off the floor. Keep your neck long, look up to the ceiling, kick a little bit more, kick, 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 change, lower down, look to your left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, press up, come to the top of your mat. For fixed firm Supta Vajrasana, I will show you the first set of these postures from the side. So start in tabletop, open your knees and feet, open your feet so that they're a little bit wider than your butt, toes point back, insides of your feet parallel. Option to stay here or start to walk your hands back and sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. One day sitting between your heels, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, quads, and hips, but never a point of pain. Bikram has a saying like, you can mess with your yoga teacher, you can mess with the IRS, you can mess with God, but you cannot mess with your knees, right? You want to take it easy, listen to your knees. They're the Mariah Carey of joints. They only want the brown M&Ms, but if you treat them well, they'll let you do cool things like run and bike and ski and all that stuff. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Press yourself up carefully with control. Head up last. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Did you know that Mariah Carey hires someone to like carry her around? or at least she hasn't. I'm sure it's a bit. I'm sure she doesn't, do it like outside of her house, but for show, right? Which is so funny to me because I love walking. I love walking places. It's like a spiritual practice for me, and I can't imagine paying someone to take away my option to walk. But I think it's interesting because sometimes, we think that putting in less effort is luxurious, right? Like being carried around is cool or nice, but often actually things that require a little bit of effort, like walking, can be really beautiful. Same in your yoga practice. You don't have to push yourself all the time, but a little bit can go a long way, right? Just a little bit of intentional movement. We'll do another sit-up. You're welcome to skip the sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Turn, come to the top of your mat, second set, fixed firm. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Open your feet, sit down between your heels. Knees can open as well. Eventually, knees, thighs touch. This is a great place to be. You can stay here or place your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. Grab your elbows each other and hold. If all of this is gravy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher like a natural human bridge. Change. Place your hands on your feet. Press yourself up slowly. Come on up. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat. Feet to the back of your mat. Breathe. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest. Sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, turn, come to the back of your mat. Half tortoise, Artematsundrasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. If it hurts to sit on your feet, you can always start standing on your shins. Arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Big stretch up, chin away from your chest, slowly fold forward. You're welcome to place your hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. So this is part of what's called the fixed firm series, where the tops of our feet, ankles, shins, and knees are firmly fixed into the floor, which can be kind of intense if you have a lower body injury. So remember that there's modifications, and also remember that you're always welcome to roll up your mat so that there's a little padding under your knees or your ankles or your toes, wherever it is that you might be tight. Working on the upper body shoulder mobility. Tilt your pinky fingers down, try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your fingertips touch the floor, the rest of your arms are in the air. Keep your neck long, so you're not jutting your head out, but you're also not tucking it in. You want your neck spine long in line with the rest of your spine. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, slowly come up. You can put your hands on the floor and walk yourself up, or come up arms with ears, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So in that posture, especially as the hips start to sink down, we purposely cut off a little bit of circulation to the lower body. And at the same time, your hips are slightly higher than your head, which means that blood that would normally circulate to the toes is instead being shunted towards the brain. So we intentionally do this posture that both stretches the spine and gives your brain a little extra blood towards the end of class to give you some energy to like finish class strong. I once was talking with the owner of like hot yoga in Dublin, Ireland, where a lot of people whose families are from that part of the world and who are very pale naturally, almost like translucent skin. She was saying in that posture, she would watch her very pale Irish students, she would watch blood start to pool at the nape of the neck and then like go into the head. So it's an interesting thought for those of us who where we are pale enough that you can see your veins, right? There's literally this rush of blood towards the brain. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the back of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top, big stretch up, chin away from your chest, fold. How long can you look forward? Can you touch your forehead to the floor before your little fingers? Just a question, not an indictment. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest, biceps with ears, beautiful. Float your arms down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. I have my parents gave me a membership to the Phillips Collection, which is actually the oldest modern art gallery in the country, and it's a few blocks away from me. And there's what's called the Rothko Room, which is like a four-walled room with big Rothko, big colorful paintings in it, and it's considered kind of like a meditation room. And Rothko listened to Mozart when he was painting, so sometimes I'll go into that room and meditate and listen to Mozart and just look at the paintings in the middle of the day. And when I was there earlier this week, there was no one else there, and I think the docent was bored, and she literally just came into the room and stared at me the whole time that I was sitting in there. And I, part of me was like really angry, and part of me was like, this is your meditation practice for today, right? You're going to observe someone observing you. Yoga gives us the tools to observe ourselves and observe others from a healthy distance. So you are not staring yourself down. When I talk about being inspired by some of you in your postures, I'm also not staring at you the whole class, right? Yoga is giving us an opportunity to observe ourselves, observe others from a compassionate and respectful distance. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the top of your mat. So you're not staring yourself down. Come to Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down towards the floor. Squeeze your butt, press your hips forward, lift your chest up, look up, lift your nose and chin, and when you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your HEELS heels. If you can't grab your heels, keep your hands on your back for support. Press stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, look for your toes behind you. When you're ready, place your hands on your back, press yourself up with control, head up last, stretch up tall, sit down, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. I was talking with a friend who practices this style of yoga, and he was like, I'm getting bored of camel pose because now that I can grab my heels, I feel like there's nothing left to do. Which again, going back to like, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Once you grab your heels, there is so much more that you can do, my friends. For most of us, especially as beginners, we're bending out of our lower lumbar spine. The deeper you get into this posture, camel pose, the more you want to open through the middle and upper spine. So if it's easy for you to grab your heels, in the second set, really think about lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. So you're working into even compression in the upper and middle back, not just bending from the lower back. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Let's go again. Second set, you can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. You're welcome to roll up your mat, right? So there's extra padding underneath your knees or your toes. Place your hands on your lower back. Press your hips forward, bring elbows closer together to open your heart space more. One day elbows touch, and when you're ready, let your head drop back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. When you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. It's almost like you're pulling on your heels so you don't fly forward like a catapult. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, be still, breathe, enjoy the back bend. When you're ready, place your hands on your back. Press yourself up without twisting your spine. Head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. This posture can stimulate the nervous system. This is a wonderful opportunity to observe what's going on in your body in your breath without staring yourself down, right? Just casually observing how your body moves with the breath. Inhale, feel your chest rise. Exhale, let your shoulders fall. Let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. After that stimulating back bend, we purposely do cooling and calming postures, starting with rabbit Savasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside. If you, like me, have a long torso, short arms, big butt, or all three, right, you might not be able to grab your heels at the top. That's okay. You can grab your butt, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Go slow in and out of this posture, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Once your head is on the floor, now reach back and see if you can grab your heels. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Don't move your head or look around. Squeeze your heels together, roll forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, suck your stomach in, round your spine like a rabbit. Bring your hips back down to your heels and change. Slowly pull yourself up, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Breathe. Let everything stretch out. Have you ever seen a movie where the whole movie is incredible and then the last 10 minutes are absolute crap? Like, right, like the end just does not deliver, the loose ends are not tied up, or you want it to be over and there keeps being more and more endings. I'm looking at you, Lord of the Rings, right? Have you ever experienced that? Don't let your yoga practice be like a bad ending to a movie. At the end of class, it is tempting for the mind to start to wander to what comes after class. Instead, I'm going to invite you just to stay in your body, stay in your breath, stay in your yoga practice, stay on your mat. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat, second set, rabbit. Let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, big stretch up. Chin to chest, go down. So feel your body moving in time and space. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, maybe nose between the knees. You can stay here with your hips on your heels. This might be enough of a stretch, or when you're ready, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize it. So if nobody has told you this yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, bring your hips back down to your heels, pull yourself out, slow with control so your head comes up last. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. A lot of the fitness industry is, done around this idea of selling your worth back to yourself, right? If I could just lose this amount of weight, then I would be worthy. If I could just run this minute mile or lift this type of weight, then I would be worthy. Yoga flips it on its head and says, rather than coming to class to prove something, you come to class to remember, right? You come to class to remember how unique you are, the ways in which you're kind and soft and gentle and creative and strong and gritty and interesting. You come to class to remember that you are inherently worthy of love, that you have everything for your yoga practice the minute you step on your mat, that you've had it since before you were born. Everything you need is within yourself. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat, head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, suck your stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your exactly forehead on your knee, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal, bend your elbows in and down. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, heel to costume. Sole of right foot pushes into inner left thigh bicep. Stretch up, turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. If your forehead and knee do not touch with a straight leg, that is really normal. Bend your left leg as much as you want. Interlace your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Slowly over time, you'll lengthen the leg. If your leg is straight, try to get your heel off the floor, lock your leg, elbows down, stomach in. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here and stretch up. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. for Pashimotonasana stretching. Lift your chin and chest. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, and scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. I always feel like a penguin waddling in this, and it makes me happy. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, stick your butt out even more. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, fold forward. For those of you familiar with the line dance song, The Wobble, where it's like wobble baby, I always think about penguins like waddle baby. Anyways, flex your toes back, spiral inner thighs down. I'll stop. Press your heels forward, roll your shoulders back and down, bend your elbows down, stomach to thighs, pull, chest and knees stretch, one day, toes and head touch. Change, come on up, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Keep in mind that head to knee and stretching are two different postures separated by a sit-up, right? So in head to knee, we round the spine and compress the abdomen, and in stretching pose, we stretch the spine and stretch the abdomen. Let's try it again. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Segundo base, let's do it. Right leg out, left leg in, sole of left foot pushes into inner right thigh bicep, inhale, arms up. Exhale, stomach in, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. So in the second set, see if you can lengthen your leg a little bit more. If your leg is straight, can you get your heel off the floor, lock your leg. Bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider, stretch up, decompress the spine, turn to your left, chin to chest, forehead to knee. Elbows down. Notice if your right knee, right hip are coming off the floor, roll into the right. Try to think about getting the right knee down, right hip down, right shoulder down, two shoulders and hips in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to stay here or lie down. Sit up. Pashimotonasana stretching. Second set, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back. Waddle baby, waddle baby. Okay, knees, feet together. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, stick your butt out, puff up your chest and fold. So rather than rounding your spine or pulling and tugging, think about lengthening through your spine. Stomach to thighs, pull, chest and knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Change, slowly lift up, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Wonderful. Turn, face yourself for final spinal. Artematsundrasana, half Lord of the Fish pose. Look at your body, identify the lefts, identify the rights. Here we go. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm close behind you, fingers tented, hand behind you like a kickstand, second spine. Lift your left arm up and over your right knee, push the knee out of the way, grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Look down. If you are sitting on your left foot, slide it to the right, roll to the right. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand close behind you for balance. You can also take it off the floor and grab your hip, your waistband, or one day your left thigh with your right hand. Keep spine straight, shoulders soft. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Change, unwind, swap out your legs, showing you from the side. Bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee. You can also have your right leg straight out in front of you. Left hand close behind you, right thumb almost touching you. Right arm up and over, push your knee out of the way, grab your right knee with your right hand. You can also grab your mat or towel. On the inhale breath, stretch up. And on the exhale breath, pull abdomen in, look over left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you, especially if you're leaning back here. Walk your hand in, even more stretch up. From here, maybe reach behind you, grab your right thigh with your left hand for a half bind. Keep your right knee down, left foot down, point your right toes, drop your shoulders, lift your chest. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana, head to the front, feet to the back, breathe. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly, sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Kapalbhati breathing, skull shining breathing, good for your lungs, digestion, abdominal wall. You'll exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, pull your abdomen in. So the exhale is quite audible, it's forceful, it's intentional. The inhale is subtle, passive, you barely notice it's happening. Focus on your exhale. The less you think about it, the easier it is. What a gift to give yourself this Saturday morning. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. If you're sitting crisscross applesauce, switch which leg is in front. Arms long, shoulders soft, spine straight from the side, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. You can starfish, take up as much or as little space as you'd like, and take a deep, life-giving breath. Take an inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. Exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep it simple and all is coming.